Was an infuriating end to the life of an American hero. Somebody killed the decorated military veteran in his Dayton home. A Miami Valley murder mystery that's gone unsolved for 15 years. Cold case detectives believe they know why he was killed. Now they're determined to find out who did it with help from science and people.
We talked to uniformed officers. They said when they would go down his street, if he was out, he would salute them.
Salutes were a big part of North Woodall's life. The Army veteran was a Green Beret and paratrooper who made nearly 1,500 jumps and rose to the rank of Sergeant Major, earning 2 Silver Stars. Quite an achievement for a man born the grandson of a slave in Mississippi. North Jr. is the youngest of Woodall's 6 children.
My dad was eventually self-taught, and then, he learned how to read and write and do all that. And so to get to an E8, they say it's not real easy.
Woodall survived 3 wars.
He served in World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War.
But he could not survive a struggle with the intruder who broke into his home.
He's 85 years old at the time of his death. This guy is an American hero.
A friend checking on Woodall, who lived alone after his wife passed away, found him lifeless on the floor the night of July 27, 2009.
He'd been beaten. The cause of death is blunt force trauma to the head.
To wake up to that, it was unbelievable.
Angel Taylor and her family lived across the street from Mr. Woodall at the time he was murdered. She remembers him as just a good man who was always helpful to people.
He was a payee for a lot of people that were on disability, Social Security and things like that. So he had a lot of people that were always coming past his house and things like that to pick up money.
Cold case detective Doyle Burke told me more than a dozen people entrusted Mr. Woodall to cash their checks and give them their money as they needed it.
He was the banker, basically, for the neighborhood here, and it was well known, and that's probably what made him a target.
The evidence backs that up.
Other than the struggle, there's nothing disturbed. It's just the drawer where the money would have been and his pockets where the money would have been. I can't imagine they were smart enough not to leave their DNA. This was not a well thought out crime.
That DNA is now being analyzed at Ohio's Bureau of Criminal Investigation. The cold case unit also wants to hear from anyone who has information about who may have killed Woodall.
We're not going to convict him on what you heard. Give us a name. Call us and give us a name. That way, we get the DNA. We can rule them out or rule them in.
The result could lead them straight to North Woodall's killer, something Angel Taylor has waited 15 years to see.
He served our country very well, and no one deserves to go out like that. He did not deserve that at all.
No doubt she speaks for those who knew the man, as well as for those simply grateful for his service. And anyone who has a name about someone possibly involved or other information about North Woodall's murder can call the Dayton Police Cold Case Unit. The number is 333-7109. You can also call Crime Stoppers 222-STOP. Remember, you can remain anonymous.